All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Honors Pre-Calculus. So this is a syllabus video, and I'm not doing this because I don't think you can read the syllabus. In fact, what I'm going to ask you to do, the first thing, is just read the first parts on your own. I'm doing this because I want to use this video to introduce the structure of this course. So this is how we're going to be learning in this course this year. So find, please, where it says course structure and rationale on your syllabus. And what I want you to do throughout this video is write what I write. So we're using this as a guide in notes. The way this course works is there are three pillars. It is self-paced, mastery-based, and blended. So I want to explain what these things mean here. Self-paced means you'll work at your own pace and access new learning when you're ready. Mastery-based means you will demonstrate learning on an independent quiz when you're ready. And this is how you're going to be graded as well. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the video. And blended just means that I introduce new learning in instructional videos. So that's exactly what we're doing right now. And I've run my course like this now for a number of years, and there's three reasons why I run my course this way. Really, the main reason is I want to teach you independent learning skills. I care about this, to be honest, way more than I care about the math that you're going to learn. You're going to learn a lot of math, but these skills are the skills that you're guaranteed to use throughout the rest of your life. And then I also just want to honor that people learn differently at different rates. People have different things going on outside of school. People get sick, they're absent. So regardless of all that, I want you to work on the right content for you at the right time. So really what this all looks like, you guys, is class is going to have lots and lots of unstructured work time. You're going to spend most of your time in class with me working through content at your own pace. That means everybody in class is going to be working on different things, and everybody in class is going to be in charge of how they use their own time. So what I'm proposing is that you are the captain of your own ship. That means you're in charge of your learning. This means ownership, right? If I'm giving you all this time to use, you're going to work on so much math. But if I'm giving you all this time to use, it's really important that you use that time wisely. It's really important that you ask for help when you're stuck. And you will get stuck. If you're not getting stuck, I'm not doing my job. And then the last thing is that you have to take ownership of your own progress. That's what I mean by you're the captain of your own ship. You guys are really going to like this. Most students really do. Now we're about to move on to the next page. This is a great time before you do to just make sure that your notes are fully complete, right? So make sure you have everything on your page that I've written in the video so far. The second norm we're going to talk about is this idea of with great power comes great responsibility. So in this class time, I'm not like downloading information to you. You have so much control over what the class environment looks like and sounds like and feels like. What this means, right, is we absolutely need you to help create a quiet and productive environment. To help others when they're stuck. And to participate. There will be some whole group time. And I need you guys to be present and participate. I don't think that these are rocket science, and I don't think these are controversial. We may revisit these a little bit later and see how they're working, but this is what I'm going to ask for you for at least the first couple of weeks. The last thing I'm going to talk about this video is grading. So you guys always want to know how you're going to be graded in the class. You don't need to finish this video if you don't want. If you're somebody who just prefers to read the text, you're welcome to exit out of the video and do that if you want. The thing that you need to be able to answer, this is super important, is this question: what is the late work policy? So you're going to take a quiz over this video. and that question will be on it. So make sure you understand that. You can close the video now if you want. Otherwise, I'm going to start to talk about the grading policy. Essentially, the things to know, the things I want to highlight is you will either get 100% or a 50% in the gradebook for every mastery check. And you need a 4 out of 5 on a mastery check. They're all 5 questions for 5 points in order to get that 100%. Otherwise, you get a 50. Okay? And then you can retake these mastery checks as many times as you need to. So, like, I will not let you fail if you don't want to. But you do need to demonstrate mastery of the skill. That's what mastery-based grading means. Okay? You do need to finish all the pre-work for the mastery before you take the mastery check, and all of that work can be completed outside of class. The only thing you need to do in class with me is the mastery check. There will be deadlines. Self-paced doesn't mean no deadline, and the deadline is going to be the end of the unit. So that says that's here. The deadline is going to be the end of the unit, and I'm super good at communicating when that is. If you don't get it done to me by the end of the unit, the 0 will be permanent, or the 50% will be permanent, I should say. So the answer here to what is the late work policy is that all mastery checks can be completed until the end of the unit. Then the last thing we're going to talk about, these, by the way, are all of your grade. That's a good thing to know. The last thing we're going to talk about is what I call should-do assignments. If you've ever had Mr. Scherson, this is a similar system. So mastery checks are 94%. Should-dos are the other 6%. And these are optional. You do, of course, if they're 6% of your grade, you guys are honors math students, you need to do them to get an A, or your A plus rather, but you don't need them to understand future content. And we'll talk more about these assignments in the next set of lessons, which is about how to navigate the class in particular. So that is the grading policy. So essentially the thing to take away from it is that mastery checks are the thing to worry about in this class. That is the entirety of the video. Go ahead and move on to the next item on your checklist when you have complete notes.